Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and today we're going to be going over a few more deck lists from the Latin America YCS and also the North American YCS, and I'm probably going to have a final video on the top 32 whenever that becomes available, as people and myself are working hard to get this top 32 done. We have about 11 of the 32 lists, so let's get into it. So first off, we have Mr. Rini. Sorry if I butchered this name. He is top 16 with his Sword Soul list of Tenyi, and let's get right into it. The double Taya, triple Moye, triple Long Wong, triple Ecclesia. This seems like a standard lineup because I see people bouncing between 2 and 3 Taya, so that's one thing to take a note. And then we have the double Adahara, double Vashuda, and triple Ashuna, which is actually very interesting, as also he's running the one of the Shatana, I think that is, the water Tenyi spirit. So that's interesting to look at. Then he's also on Nibiru, Imperm, and Ash Blossom as his hand traps of choice. Next up for the spells, we have 1 Sword Soul Summit, 3 Heavenly Cycle of the Tenyi, I think it is, 3 Sword Soul Emergence, 3 Pot of Desires, 3 Forbidden Droplet, and 1 Sword Soul Blackout. So overall, this is a very carbon copy of how the deck looks. People do have other ratios that they like, so I honestly like how these ratios are myself. Now for the extra deck, you see that he's on the Yazi, Double Baxia, Draco Berserker, Dragite, Omega. Then you have 2 of the Chijiao, 1 Chaofeng, 1 Sovereignty, 1 Baron de Fleur, 1 Shaman, and triple Monk. Triple Monk is interesting because I see some people running 2, but other people are running 3. So it's just that if you want the extra card in your extra deck or not. And finally, the side deck, he's running the 3D Shifter. I expected this day to come that people are going to start playing D-Shifter more because, honestly, you get value on your stuff being banished, like your spells and your trap. So that's actually a good little tech that you have there. You have Harpy Feather Duster, the double Lightning Storm, double Cosmic Cyclone, the Reboot, triple Evenly Matched, and the 3D Barrier. So overall, very, very standard lineup of your side deck. Next up, we have Felipe Ures. Sorry if I butchered his name. He was running Invoked Eldlich DPE. So this is a deck that has 3 different engines, being your Eldlich engine, your Invoked engine, and your Fusion Destiny engine. You have Eldlich, Dasher, Celestial, Alistair the Invoker, Ash, and Nibiru. So very standard lineup for your monsters. He's maining 1 Mystic Mind, siding the other, double Invocation, triple Fusion Destiny, triple Super Poly, triple Cursed Eldlin, a set rotation with Terraforming, Magical Meltdown, and then you also have Forbidden Droplet, Pot of Prosperity, Conquistador, and 3 Conquistador, but 1 Hakero, because you had to sacrifice a couple cards, with running a couple engines. And then we have the 3 Sanguine and the 3 Imperm. So it looks like Latin America was more heavy on running things like Nibiru, as we could see in pretty much all their decks. I know some people in North America was running it. I'm not sure if all of them were running it, but that is one thing to definitely take a look at, in my opinion. Then for the side deck, it's super, super generic on how Invoked plays. You have the Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, you have Muddy Mud Dragon, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, Predaplant Trifovertrum, the one, or Dragus Stapalio. Honestly, either or really works well. The one that takes 3 arcs is going to be better coming up in April, so that's one thing to definitely take a look at. The 1 Kaliga, Raiden, Purgatrio, Agodes, double Makaba, and the 1 Elysium. Elysium is an interesting tech choice, but I definitely like this tech choice myself because Super Poly does a hell of a lot against a lot of matchups. Then for the links, we have 1 Link Spider, 1 Magistus Moon Maiden, 1 Verte, and 1 Alistair the Mad Invoker. Invoker is a interesting pick, but I understand where they're going for that, because it's not a hard once per turn search for an invocation that gets resources into the graveyard when you need them. And then for the side deck, you have the third Nibiru, double Droll, double Gadarla, 1 Artifact Scythe, 3 Artifact Lancia, with the 1 Mystic Mine, double Trap Trick, and triple Artifact Sanctum. So it's a small artifact package in the side deck, which is very neat because Eldlich interacts with artifacts quite well. As if you have 2 Lancias, you could just set one, send it to grab back the Eldlich. After that, we have Raphael Reaches from the North American YCS with his Tri-Brigade. I believe this is Raphael from North America. And this is... Nope, this is actually YCS. Latin America still. I think all my decks are Latin America outside the last one. So, Raphael here, he's playing the 1 Apex Avian, the double Wagtail, double Swallow, triple Warbler, triple Cobalt, triple Barrel. I definitely agree with the double Sapphire because I've found some situations where I needed the second Sapphire, so running it at 2 is actually 100% fine. I still need to test out the triple Barrel Canary. I really like 2, but 3 I can see where that comes into play very, very well in the grind game. And then we have the 1 Karis, the 1 Kit, triple Nerval, triple Fractal. So, standard Tri-Brigade package, along with the 1 Tenki. And now we have the hand traps of DD Crow, Gamma with your drivers, double Droll, double Ash, because he's citing the other Droll and Ash in the side deck. You have Tenki, you have triple Bird Call, triple Potted Desires, and the triple Imperm. So, very, very standard list. I really love how birds interact with Tri-Brigade, but it's sad that it's going to get hit here soon, hopefully. After that, we have the extract. We have 1 Ensemble, 1 Assembled Nightingale, double Recital Starling, 1 Downward Magician, F0 and F0. So, Utopia, Utopic Future, and Utopic Future Dragon. Then you have the 1 Zeus, Almirage, the 1 of our lovely Ancient Dragon double Lords. We have 1 Win the Wind Charmer Verdant. This is an interesting tech card. Having it at 1 actually helps you a lot because you could search out a bird when it gets destroyed, and you can easily make it because it just takes a wind and another monster. And in the mirror match, you could summon something like a Cobalt Sparrow, and that actually comes up very, very often. And then we have the 1 Baron Blossom, 1 Samorg, and double Shirag. At this point, I would run 1 Revolt just in case. For the side deck, we have 1 Droll and Blackbird, 1 Ash Blossom, triple Nibiru, double Twin Twister, triple Mystic Mine, 1 Imperial Order. How about that for not playing a game? 1 Reboot, and triple Harpy's Feather Storm. So, I want to capitalize on the Mystic Mine, Imperial Order, and Harpy's Feather Storm. Mystic Mine pretty much locks your opponent if they can't get less than 0 monsters. Imperial Order says no spells, and if we look at how many spells Raphael is running, he's not running that many. And Featherstorm is just a great blowout card for going into game 2 and 3. So that's one thing to keep an eye out. And finally, we have Andrew out here with his top 4 Beetrooper list from the NA YCS. We have double Goki Pole, 1 Assault Roller, double Sting Lancer, triple Scale Bomber for the insect lineup for Beetrooper and the Goki Pole. Then we have the 1 Dasher, Celestial, and Fusion Destiny for the DPE engine. After that, we have 1 Air Blaster, I think that one is, for the Battle Loss, with 3 Pin the Bullseye, 3 Sting the Poison. Then we also have 3 Resonant Insect. We have 1 Doomdozer, 3 Retaliating Sea, triple Ash, triple Nibiru, double Lancia. So, I really love these ratios for the monsters for the bees because they work out super well. Our Spider Arblaster, I think it is, the level 4 Battle Wasp is a great one of, because it summons back whatever you can have from your graveyard. Sting the Poison is just extra copies of Pin the Bullseye. Pin the Bullseye is a great extender. Scale Bomber is a great extender. Sting Lancer is great if you get hand trapped. Or you could put back things like DPE if you're going second, because that's one thing that he stated, that was the most shuffled back card he had to shuffle back today, was to shuffle back a DPE on his opponent's turn after he pretty much hand trapped, so it doesn't come back. After that, we have the spells being double Beetrooper Descent, very great back row removal while summoning out a token. You have the triple Fusion Destiny and triple Imperm. Then we have the extra deck being Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, the one Link Spider to go with Beetrooper Descent, one Almirage, one Hulk, because you're running a couple tuners in here, which is, I believe, Sting the Poison and Ash Blossom, so that's one thing to definitely take a note. You have the Verte, you have the Wind Channeler Verdant, when the Wind Channeler Verdant popping up again, because you can actually summon out an opponent's extra deck monster from the graveyard, so you can go into things like Appaloosa or Access Code. We have Insectopiku Elphenia getting Goki Pull out of the deck, where you can equip it. You have double Armor Horn, the Link 2 for Beetrooper, one Nightmare Unicorn, double Seraphim Papillon, one of the Mighty Beetrooper Invincible Atlas, or Giant Beetrooper Invincible Atlas, one Access Code, and the one Appaloosa. Now, as we can see, he is siding a vanilla monster, and this caught me off in surprise when I saw that. And the card that he's siding here is the lovely Hirochin Kuwagata. He's siding that card, which caught me by surprise, and it was funny, and I was laughing when I saw it, because it is one of the best side deck cards in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Then we have 2 Draw Unlock Bird, triple token collector for your Sword Soul matchup. You have a Feather Duster, double Cosmic Cyclone, 3 Dimension Barrier, and we have 3 evenly matched. Overall, these decks are pretty good, and I'm happy to see a lot of these decks topping, as it is very diverse in the top 32. Once you get to like the top 8, that's where the diversity just goes, as we could see in this image right here of someone getting the data together. You have Smellcaster DPUs, which is just Invoked, Dogmatica, Shadal, Sky Striker, Tri-Brigade Lyrillist, Tri-Lyrillist, Flunderies, Eldlich, PK Dragoon, and you have Sword Soul Tenny. Then you get into more decks as well. We're still working on getting this. I'll have a pie chart as soon as it's ready. But I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. It's a bit longer. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video. And goodbye.